start sharing the screen then too, Angel?
Yes.
Okay.
Let me do that first. Okay, we're officially recording.
Well, I want to just thank everyone for joining our webinar tonight on nutrigenomics, using natural occurring compounds to affect our health and even our gene expression.
1 second.
Mm.
Why is it not wanting to? There we go. Sorry about that.
And then you got the get the slideshow there.
I did. 1 second. I'm not sure why it's Well, we're going to see the slideshow in reverse here. I apologize about that. 1 second. All right, here we go.
Great. So again, welcome to our webinar on nutrigenomics. My name is Lisa Lottie Weiland. I'm a wife, a mother of 4 beautiful and active children, a physical therapist specializing in manual therapy with the treatment of the spine. So I would consider myself a natural biohacker. I've always been into wellness and nutrition and exercise. So I was blindsided when I was diagnosed with an autoimmune condition. And if you know anything about autoimmune conditions, it breaks the body down with something called oxidative stress, which causes chronic inflammation in the body and mirrors aging. You'll be learning more about oxidative stress later in our presentation. When I look back though into my 20s and 30s, I can really identify a few factors that really started increasing my body's oxidative stress. I started doing a lot of marathon trainings and for skiing and triathlons. And this was, I also was working 40 hours a week in a very stressful, manually intensive occupation. I started having unexplained kidney infections where I was put on high doses and prolonged dose of antibiotics. I went through 3 IVF treatments, again, pumping hormones into my body. And finally, I also had a family history. So it's like, whoa, that was like a perfect storm. That's a lot of stress on the body. And I remember sitting in my doctor's office saying, is this it? Is this my lot in life? Is this all that I can do? I just felt like my energy and my vitality were taken away from me at a very critical stage in my life. I had 4 young children and I wanted to share the things that were important in life. I love traveling. I love nature. I wanted to be able to exercise with them. So I really knew that that kind of brought me on a deeper journey of healing. I started looking at natural ways to heal my body. And about 2.5 years ago, my dear friend Angel, who you'll hear from, called me up and said, Lisa, I think I found a way. I've learned of something that would decrease your inflammation and increase your energy naturally. Would you be open to take a look? And I was so open. I feel so blessed that she took the time to educate me on nutrigenomics. And this is how I learned, very similar to what you're going to experience today, on nutrigenomics and the company called LifeVantage, on their scientific, patented, breakthrough products. We cannot claim to cure, treat, or mitigate disease, but this has completely transformed my life. And you're going to learn why I am so passionate about and excited about this profound technology. It's the latest on wellness and nutrition. Know that Angel and I are simply educating you and sharing information. What you do with that information is totally up to you. And I just want to do a gentle disclaimer that LifeVantage is publicly traded company on the NASDAQ. We are independent distributors and not employees, so everyone's results will vary depending on the amount of effort and energy and sharing that they put into this. With that, I just want to introduce you to my friend Angel. Angel is probably one of the most joyful, heart-centered people that I know. She has a wealth of information on nutrition and food. She's also a yoga instructor, a massage therapist, and she and her husband have a dog sitting business. So without further ado, Angel, take it away. Thank you.
Thank you, Lisa. Wonderful introduction. I appreciate that. Lisa and I have very similar paths. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. You heard I'm a massage therapist and yoga instructor, really into health and wellness. It's definitely one of my biggest passions. But my story starts about close to 30 years ago in a genetics class at the university, where I was reading through the book and the professor was saying that our genes, you're really just dealt your lot in life. So whatever your family had genetically, then you're really stuck with that health code, right? At that time, they were still figuring out the whole genome sequence and on and on. So they didn't really know a lot. But at that time, that's what I was learning, that you were literally given what you inherited through your genes, and there was no changing of that gene expression. Well, fast forward a few years, and my dad got diagnosed with a genetic disorder that literally took his life 3 years later. Well, that put me on a personal path of like, my goodness, you know, if what I learned in my genetics class is true, then my brother and I will be living this same very young life of suffering and illness that my dad did. And that was really profound for me, and maybe had me sit back and take pause, like, wow. It put me on a path of, is there anything I could do better? Could I exercise better? Could I change my diet? Would that make a difference? And then I married my first husband, lovely man Hans, and he also was diagnosed with a very rare illness. And we did some natural biohacking, lots of meditating, changed the way that we eat, ate, slept, all kinds of incredible, intense research. I did lose him 9 years later. And but again, on that same path of questioning, like, wow, isn't there something else out there? Couldn't we be doing something better? Well, it turns out I wasn't the only person asking this question. LifeVantage started in a little tiny biotech lab early on, and they were asking the same question. Is declining health something that we simply have to accept as part of getting older? And hurrah! What did they discover? They discovered that actually our genes contain incredible abilities to keep our bodies healthy. Our bodies are these miracles that want to stay vibrant if we teach them that. Fast forward now, and we know that only a very small percentage of our genes are literally locked in, and you're given your lot in life. The rest you get to replicate and have an influence and impact on, and that's literally what LifeVantage has discovered. So decades later, how to activate your gene expression to keep you more radiantly healthy and give you better options. So it started in 2003. Our products were sold in 10,000 different pharmacies on the shelves, but we're really next to antioxidants, which vitamin A, vitamin C sell for under $10. Our product was on the shelf for $50 with no education on why it was incredibly special and how it was this profound advancement in science. So to give you a similar advancement in technology, I would use the analogy of a telephone. So a home phone would be the analogy of supplementation or a 1-to-1 ratio. Fast forward at technology and you have those brilliant smartphones, right? Lots of things you can do on the smartphone. You can take it with you. It still functions as a phone, but it's much more than a 1-to-1 ratio of usage. You might be doing your Zoom or watching that Zoom right now on your smartphone. You can take photographs on your smartphone. You can check your email on your smartphone. So literally what LifeVantage did was do a scientific breakthrough and advancement, and that's what we're going to talk about in a second. But first I'm going to take you back to 2005. ABC decided to do a primetime investigative report on LifeVantage. And what they were claiming, that if their claims were true, well, they kind of used these primetime investigative reports to debunk things. Well, it turns out that John Quinones did this expose, and a couple of things I want you to pay attention to when you're watching the video is pay attention to if you can hear the definition of what oxidative stress is, and what John Quinones's blood level dropped to after he had his second blood test. And then third, I just want you to sit back, watch the video, and pay attention to your heart and your head, and hear and listen to yourself. If loved ones, if all of a sudden you're listening to this and you go, wow, this person could really hear this information, or this person really needs to know about this information. So just pay attention to that too. And with that, let's go ahead and watch the video.
You want to get an edge on turning back the clock? Who doesn't? Well, it's no longer science fiction, but science possibility, a potential breakthrough. It may not look like the fountain of youth, but inside this nondescript building, I'm about to become part of an exciting experiment. For me, it begins with a blood test.
It wouldn't be the first time I've given blood for this company.
They want to check my levels of something called T-bars, which is a rough indicator of a person's actual age. T-bars can identify a condition known as oxidative stress, a kind of measure of the wear and tear on our bodies. Oxidative stress, like the rusting of an engine, is not a good thing. The problem of aging begins with the very food we eat to give us energy. As our cells burn that food, they also release toxic chemicals. Those chemicals, you may know them as free radicals, react with all the components of our cells, literally bombarding them millions of times per second, damaging all our cells. The result? Oxidative stress, and we all have it. The body fights back with a system of defenses. It makes two antioxidant enzymes, catalase and SOD, whose job is to gobble up the free radicals before they can harm our cells.
So, doctor, how often do I take these?
And so, here I go. With that swallow, I've just become part of a potentially landmark scientific experiment. It's called Protandim, and tests have already shown that it revs up the manufacture of those good enzymes in our bodies. More enzymes, fewer free radicals to harm us. Normally, oxidative stress, measured by those T-bars, increases with age, but taking just one pill of Protandim a day reversed that trend for everyone at every age, even for an 80-year-old. So just what's in this seemingly incredible pill? Well, actually, its roots are very humble. Protandim is a combination of 5 plant ingredients. Some you may know: green tea or turmeric, a spice used in Indian cooking. Others, Withania somnifera and Silybum marianum, are more exotic. High oxidative stress is associated with more than aging. It's been linked to hundreds of illnesses.
It's at the very center of many diseases: liver disease, diabetes, emphysema, asthma, all of these, strokes, heart attacks.
Even mental disease.
Yes,
Depression?
Alzheimer's disease, depression.
But what about my progress? After nearly 2 weeks now, it's time to get my results. The result? My level of oxidative stress has declined dramatically. Just look at where I fall on the graph, before and after. Have we turned back the clock? Maybe not on the outside, but deep inside within my cells. Yes, indeed.
We do know that oxidative stress is part of those disease processes. But I don't want to wait until I'm 80 years old and find out that I should have taken it.
The company that makes Protandim says its tests show the pill, made from ingredients used for centuries, is absolutely safe. For more, go to our website at abcnews.com.
Great. So did you notice that after just 13 days, John Quinones' oxidative stress levels reduced by 45%? The FDA, we're not approved by the FDA, but we're definitely regulated by the FDA, and they've given us permission to say that our flagship product reduces oxidative stress by 40% in 30 days and increases after continued usage. That's pretty profound, right? So after this ABC investigative report did not debunk the company, but really proved the company, showed that, wow, what we have our hands on is truly incredible. There was just a flurry of media and people really wanted the product in their body. But not only did people want the product, but also prestigious institutions and universities. But we decided that once they got a little bit of money and went from a little bit biotech company, that there's a better way to do the marketing with LifeVantage. And so in 2009, they switched and decided that we have an incredible story to tell and that a direct sales opportunity would be a better opportunity. And that's why you're hearing this from Lisa and I today. All right. So we have LifeVantage. The incredible science is because they have profoundly impacted the gene expression in 3 different ways on, we call it impacting the aging process. The first one I'd like to talk about is our flagship product, NRF2 Protandim. And their first theory of aging that LifeVantage turned on or activated is called oxidative stress. And if you were paying attention to the video, oxidative stress is like that rusting of the cell, or the rusting, if you cut an apple in half and left it out, it would brown. Or if you leave a bike out in the rain, a bicycle will rust. Well, the same thing happens to your body. It's called the aging process, right? When we all have it, and you don't necessarily feel that. It just shows up 30 years later, and it affects and impacts every organ in our body. Oxidative stress is combated by antioxidants. Antioxidants go and gobble up the free radicals. The free radicals are like toxins or chemicals or poisons that are impacting your body or your cell, and we'll get right into that via like smoking, alcohol, all kinds of toxins, especially in your food, when you pump gas, the benzene oil, the EMF waves from your phone and microphone, and on and on. Even vigorous exercise produces a waste product that the body needs to take care of. So lots of pollutants, and a way to combat that is by turning on this NRF2 pathway in the body. That's the brilliantness that the scientists have discovered. With 5 simple ingredients, milk thistle, it's exceptional at making your liver healthy. Bacopa I had never heard of previous to LifeVantage. It turns out it's an adaptogen for the body. Same with ashwagandha. I use ashwagandha to cook with Asian and Indian recipes. Green tea is exceptionally healthy for you, and turmeric reduces inflammation. But truly, it's the magic of the 5 together. So you might be familiar with all of those ingredients, but it's the synergistic blend that is that powerful turning on, or what we call flipping the switch in the body for your own body, instead of taking antioxidants to produce its own antioxidants, literally flipping the switch. And the magic is done by that synergistic blend of those 5 humble ingredients. It's powerful. So if you look over here to the right of the screen, as I was saying, it lowers your oxidative stress by 40% in 30 days, increases an amazing enzyme called superoxide dismutase by 30%, catalase by 54%, but woo! The powerhouse is glutathione. Glutathione by 300%. This turns, NRF2 turns on your own body to increase its production by 300%. Did you even know that your body could produce antioxidants? I didn't. I always thought I had to take them. Turns out there's a magic switch. It's amazing. And not only that, it also detoxifies your cells too. So when you combat oxidative stress, a few things are happening here. You're lowering your body's inflammation, you're increasing detoxification, and you're slowing down that aging process of the cell, which also helps combat disease processes. But it's done by a big ratio. So you can take blueberries, which are an incredible antioxidant, and you can eat really healthy food, or you can supplement with antioxidants. These are all very powerful, but it's always done on a 1-to-1 ratio. If you flip the switch in the body with our NRF2 technology, patented blend, you turn on this free radical reduction by 1 million to 1 per second. We're talking power. So you could stick with the 1-to-1 ratio, which would be like bringing, let's say you have your body's on fire with an oxidative stress fire. You could do that 1-to-1 ratio supplementation, which I highly encourage. Still eat your oranges, right? Still take your blueberries, still do things that are incredibly powerful for you. But it's like bringing a little squirt gun to a fire, or you could flip the switch and bring the powerhouse or fire hose to every room in the body that has oxidative stress. That's the power of the NRF2. I hope that's setting in for you. Literally going from that home phone to the smartphone, from a supplementation to activation. Use your head, it's much smarter, right? We have this new technology. But don't take my word for it. We have 31 peer-reviewed studies, 25 which have been published. Here are a few of those publications that you can peruse. And here are a few of those incredible prestigious institutions that have done these studies. Ohio State, Harvard, Colorado State. One of my all-time favorite studies is by Louisiana State University, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. The American Health Institution, really profound stuff. And also one of the my favorite sayings came out by Washington State University. It literally says NRF2 is likely to be the most important health promoting approach in the foreseeable future. NRF2 may become the most extraordinary breakthrough in the history of health. And so proud to say that LifeVantage has the only patented and product proven to turn on the NRF2 pathway. So watch for more science coming out about this, but so far we're the first and only. The second theory of aging is the mitochondrial decline, or theory of aging. If you remember from junior high or high school science classes, mitochondria is the mighty mitochondria, the engine in every cell of your body. That's what keeps your power, it literally powers your entire body, right? Every little engine in every little cell. But as we age, these mitochondria become less efficient. They're no longer functioning like the Ferrari engine should, right? They're declining more like a lawnmower. Well, we have an idea. We figured out how to flip the switch on the NRF1 pathway and keep those mitochondria revved up to full power like the Ferrari, and then not only keep the engine revved up, but how to have the body produce its own more mitochondria to replace aging and declining mitochondria. It's powerful, and it's all done also by a patented blend of 5 simple, humble herbal botanicals, again, when combined synergistically, has that powerful impact to flip the switch, the NRF1 pathway in the body. Again, benefits, if you read over to the right, increases cellular energy, ATP, while slowing down that cellular aging process in the body, improves your sleep. Who couldn't use a little bit of that, right? Also incredibly important is that it supports cognitive and brain health, and your healthy heart and circulatory system and cardiovascular systems. But last is our Sirtuin activity. This is that third theory on aging. You may have never heard of sirtuins. I certainly hadn't before LifeVantage, but what I'm incredibly familiar with is fasting, intermittent fasting, and cleansing. And when we flip the switch for this, it's called flipping the switch on NAD, which is incredible science that's been coming out. When we launched our NAD product, there was lots of validation coming out from Harvard by Dr. Sinclair about how NAD does this exact same process as fasting or intermittent fasting. You get the same results, but fasting's hard, right? Fasting increases what's called our Sirtuin activity. Our sirtuins are are like our chief executive operators in our cell, or the managers of our cell, to keep it simple. But just as we age, our sirtuin levels decline over time. We figured out in LifeVantage how to flip that switch, how to keep the sirtuin activity active and vibrant, and also replace that sirtuin activity with new healthy sirtuins. So with the Sirtuin activity, you get the product of NAD. And we flip the switch in the body for NAD production. So instead of supplementing with NAD, which our competition has done, and proven to only be 2% effective over 30 days, we flip that sirtuin switch or NAD switch in the body, and we're 100% effective within 24 hours. So that's getting the same results as somebody doing a really difficult fast for like 30 days that should really be done by a doctor. And that only proves to increase NAD production by 94%. Again, this is done with 4 simple ingredients, all herbal botanicals, absolutely no synthetics, so all natural. The benefits here for flipping the sirtuin switch, incredible, really healthy, supports healthy longevity. It improves your mental focus and acuity, boosts your positive mood and motivation. We could all use a little bit about that during these difficult times. But it really importantly also does detoxification, healthy inflammatory response in the body, maintains healthy cholesterol levels, and supports a healthy vascular system. So 1, 2, 3 punch for powerful activation in the body. Again, this is your body turning your body on to do this for you. We call it the trifecta of wellness of all the protandems, NRF2, NRF1, and NAD. Then we didn't stop there. Our scientists figured if we're flipping the switch by using all of these incredible herbal botanicals, what happens if we take the tri-synergizer together? And they found that yes, just like the individual ingredients are very powerful. So you can see on the bottom left here, I told you that if you take NRF2, it increases, decreases, pardon me, oxidative stress by 40% after 30 days. If you take the whole tri-synergizer, you can see that that's increased to 73%. One of the other genes expressed by NRF2 increases by a whopping 838%. So not rocket science. If you take the tri-synergizer together, it's also that exponential impact and effect. All 3 of our protandems are NSF stamp of approval, which is the highest rating of approval for production. Literally means that what we claim is in our bottle is 100% in the product. All of your health and wellness products should have this stamp of approval to make sure that you're guaranteed that what they say is in the bottle is on the bottle, is in the product. Very powerful. We also have a BCS. What is the stamp of approval? I'm going to go back and peek. I always get the names wrong or the numbers wrong. BSCG, Banned Substance Control Group. I don't want to be perfect, right? We don't have to be perfect to share this wisdom, so I'm going back to cheat. What that BSCG stamp of approval stands for, it gives professional athletes and Olympians the okay that our products are phenomenal for them and they can use them safely and legally. All right, moving on. LifeVantage didn't stop there. Those are our 3 activators that turn our bodies on to heal our own processes, right? But we do have we use that same science, that incredible science, to further a few other products. I'm just going to touch on these, but keep your curiosity piqued. So get back to the person that shared this video with you tonight and have them explain a little more of the incredible science about the product. So I'm going to talk about Axio quickly because it's our smart energy. Literally takes the NRF2 technology and products and flips the switch to give you better increased energy for the body, but in particular for the brain, for brain clarity, removes brain fog. It's exceptional. I highly recommend it. Again, all really healthy, non-GMO, no artificial flavors, colors, sweeteners. It's exceptional. Our ProBio has a revolutionary patented technology called BioTrack that guarantees that 60% of the live bacteria get into the gut with a time release process where they need to be released. The industry standard is only 4%, so 60% is phenomenal. Moving on to our omegas. Our omegas is an omega-3 and 7 with a little vitamin D3 for absorption. Exceptional for your skin, hair, brain, and eyes. We have a physique weight management, but we're not a diet. We're not puppies in the background. Got to keep it real, right? We're not a weight management promoting. We're not a diet company. We're a health and wellness company. We have an exceptional whey protein that has the casein removed for easy digestibility, high in flavor, low in sugars. We have a prebiotic that is literally meant to support the probiotic in your body. It's like the nurturing the garden of the probiotic. It's food and water and supplementation for the probiotic. The fat burn is an exceptional product that is not a weight loss product or a diet product. It's literally meant to melt the visceral fat around your organs and around your waistline to keep you radiantly healthy. Two of these, the next products, the skincare and the hair care, I'm so profoundly proud about. Look up this app called Think Dirty. Think Dirty is a separate app, not at all attached to LifeVantage, but our products come in with the NRF2 and NRF1 technology, the skincare and the hair care line, and they rate from a 0 to a 2 on the Think Dirty app. The Think Dirty app is literally meant to give you guidance to keep you away from toxic products. Anything above a 6 or above, you should remove from your shelves and start again. Again, ours are a 0 to 2 with our NRF2 technology. Phenomenal. So then you're using that oxidative stress and anti-aging on the outside as well as the inside. And last but not least is Pet Tandem for your lovey furry friends. Originally, people that had joined LifeVantage were giving the NRF2 product to their pets, but they have a different digestive system. So our scientists formulated a special formula of the NRF2 just for your dogs. And we know that dogs have oxidative stress that of 7 times humans, right? So that's just a little curiosity on a couple more of our products. So I'm going to close my story and then turn it back to Lisa. So why did I get invited, or why did I get excited about LifeVantage, right? Well, if you've been paying attention, like I very gently asked you in the beginning, did people come to your head or heart that when I've been sharing this information that you're like, wow, this information is really extraordinary? Why am I hearing about it just now? Well, because we're rather new. We're a new direct sales company and it takes time to get that word out. But I found that I was searching. I was literally, like I told you at the beginning, I was searching for better answers for health and wellness, and I literally found them. LifeVantage, my beautiful mentor, Isa, when she shared this with me, I had to go and do all the research myself. I guess it took me a while to trust Harvard and Texas Tech and Ohio State before I believed all the information that they were sharing. All of our information can be found. All of our studies can be found on pubmed.gov. This is really important that you go to a reputable site to find this information. I'll repeat that. It's pubmed.gov, or you can go to Google or scholar.google. That's where doctors go to look up their research on both of those sites, versus just the plethora of information that can be found on like Google and other search sites. You're going to find a lot of garbage and maybe not a lot of truth there. So if you want to really find the extraordinary science at LifeVantage, again, go to Google, scholar.google or pubmed.google. But as a massage therapist and a yoga instructor, I was also looking, and Isa didn't know this, for an extra form of income. Both of those forms of income are very physically demanding, right? And I needed, all my clients were always asking about, what do you know for wellness, Angel? We know you're always doing all this research, but I never really had a place to send them for incredible, vibrant health. And now I do. LifeVantage was the perfect option for me. Gave me a little bit of security as far as financial income. So if I ever wanted to take a vacation, or gosh forbid I ever injured myself and couldn't teach yoga or do massage, this was an option for me. But I still wanted to be my own boss, and that was really important. And I still wanted that time freedom, and LifeVantage allows for both of those. So if you're thinking like, well, I could use a little extra income or side income, we're here to lock arms with you. You go into business by yourself, but you're never going to business for yourself, but never by yourself. That's what these incredible mentors have led me. That's why I'm leading this today for you, so that perhaps this could be a fit for you. But whatever you choose today, maybe you just took this lovely half an hour to get educated. Blessings on that for you. That's wonderful. But if you're looking for a little bit more, want to start the products today, etc., we're here for you. I'm now going to turn it back over to the lovely Lisa Weiland, because she's so full of wisdom and she shares this information beautifully. So thank you, Lisa.
Thank you so much, Angel. That was just that was just so awesome. So you guys, can you hear her passion and her energy? Do you know why I was so open to listen to this? It gave me hope. It gave me hope that things could be different. Angel and I started on a very similar path. Like she said, we are very into health and wellness. Our path has diverged. Angel's radiantly healthy. I'm back on track. But we also have an end goal too. We're really looking at health span, because as we get older, we really want to have vibrant and optimal health. We really want to enhance our health. So if you're thinking of doing this, just know that you can do this from home or anywhere that you have Wi-Fi. It is simply sharing, social sharing with your network. You'll have a virtual office. You have minimal business assets, no inventory, which Angel and I really appreciate. And you will have an incredible online store. Though if you've not been to the website, please ask the person who invited you. It's incredible amount of information on the website. So why now? Why LifeVantage and why now? Basically, most of the world has not heard of LifeVantage. There has also been a 60% increase in health and wellness in the past 8 years. And can you imagine what it's been like in the past few months? There's over 220,000 studies and growing, about 1,800 studies per month on oxidative stress. This is going to be important. This is important. This is really huge. This, what they're finding, all the links with oxidative stress. So I just want to let you know that we are a customer and product-based business. 90% of our business is our customers. And so if you're thinking of like how I can get started, it's simple as getting a bottle of NRF2 into your body. If you really understand that profound impact of the activators, think of the tri-synergizers for optimal health. And then if you, like what Angel was saying, if you have people on your mind that you would love to share this information, or for me, I had a large family. I knew that I wanted to get it into my husband and my children's body. And also, if you're thinking, wow, I might even take a look at the business aspect, how you get started is with what's called the packs. This is a one-time purchase, and this is where you get your max savings. If you look at the Platinum Pack, you have 35% savings, and you get the whole range of our products. And remember, these are industry disrupting products in every single category. You get 33% savings on the Gold Pack and 31% savings on the Silver Pack. So how do we get paid? We get paid weekly with smart bonuses depending on your personal volume. You also get paid monthly. And what I wanted to also just share with you is that not only was I open to learning about the products, but I was also interested and open to learning about the business. And what Angel really shared with me was the difference between what's called linear income and leverage income. And linear income is almost like that direct antioxidant ratio, that 1-to-1 ratio. You work 1 hour, you get paid 1 hour. Leverage income is more like the activation. Or I always think of like that ripple effect. Angel and I have built a beautiful organization of customers and distributors. And so what I also was thinking is that I really wanted to leave a legacy for my children. And I just knew, and I wanted to expand my personal financial portfolio. One other thought I had is like, you know, the other thing Angel and I have talked about is that there's a reason why you don't see very many older physical therapists and massage therapists. It's really hard on the body. So you can also understand why I was looking for a second source of income. I'm not going to get too much into the business. There's just a few things I just want to highlight. that is unique to our company. And this is, if you look down into the bottom right corner, it's called the Elite Pool. And this is something that you achieve when you become a Pro 7, and I'll talk a little bit about that in just a moment. But we are in 24 different countries. And so you may not know someone in Mexico or Spain or Australia, but you would get a portion of all sales from the products. For Pro 7, you get 1 portion. For Pro 8, you get 2 portions. Pro 9, 3 portions, and Pro 10, 4 portions. And this is from all global revenue sales. So we have ranks from distributor to executive Master Pro 11 now. Again, like I said, we are publicly traded on the NASDAQ, so everything is transparent. I'm just going to highlight a few levels. It's our foundational level is Pro 3, where people are earning about $600 per month. And think about the relativeness of that right now, how that could help so many families. When you get to Premier Pro 5, you're making about $6,000, and Elite Pro 7 about $13,000 per month. And so that you're really getting into some life-changing income at that point. So if you're thinking to yourself, can I do this? Absolutely. Okay, we have 24/7 support. We have an easy system to follow. Angel and I have been just blessed to have an incredible team where we are teaching them how to launch, how to learn, and then also become leaders in their own right. We have regular team meetings, incredible corporate training, both on the business and our incredible science on our products. There's in beautiful and wonderful corporate-led events that hopefully we'll be able to get back to in October in Las Vegas. And of course, incentives to keep you motivated. So at this point, you might be thinking, okay, what do I need to get started? For some of you, you may be thinking, wow, I just need some more information. Please get back to the person who invited you. Again, we have a wealth of information we can get to you. If you're thinking, wow, I need these products in my body right now, I'm ready to biohack, I'm ready to activate, we can get you set up on a subscription order. And then if you're thinking, wow, this is profound, I want to share it with the world. If you're really excited like Angel and I are, consider joining the team. And again, we can help you with getting started with your own personal business. So I want to thank you so much for taking the time this afternoon. And we just wishing you a great rest of the day.
Thank you so much, Lisa. That was excellent. Please, again, just letting everybody know, please get back to the person that invited you to watch this video today. Share with them your heart. Let them know where you're at. If you're ready to get started, if you need some more time or more information, or if you're really on fire and can't wait to share with everybody, please let us know. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording. Maybe. There we go. And great. So I look forward to